Hello drama lovers. Breaking news. What if one single word, just one, could shake the entire Asian entertainment world? That's exactly what happened when Yang Yang, in front of flashing cameras and a roaring crowd, called Dilraba his wife. The internet exploded. Fans lost their breath. And the question that still lingers is simple yet heart-shattering. Was it just a slip of the tongue? Or the confession we've all been waiting for? The moment was surreal. Yang Yang, the man known for his calm, gentlemanly aura, had never been careless with words in public. He's polished, trained, and guarded, especially when it comes to his private life. Yet, in that very second, under the bright lights and endless flashing cameras, he looked at Dilraba and with a smile that felt almost too natural, he called her my wife. The crowd didn't just hear it? They felt it. Gasps echoed, screams filled the venue, and the energy shifted instantly. It wasn't just a word, it was a spark that set fire to years of rumors, whispers, and fan-made fantasies. For years, Yang Yang and Dilraba's names have been tied together not just because of their undeniable chemistry in dramas like You Are My Glory, but because their connection felt too real, too raw, too unshakable to be just acting. And yet, neither had ever confirmed anything. Not once. They were masters of silence, letting fans dream but never feeding those dreams directly. Until now. When Yang Yang said wife, it wasn't just a playful remark. His tone, his gaze, his body language, it all betrayed something deeper. His eyes lingered on Dilraba as though the world around them didn't exist. Dilraba, ever the professional, smiled back, but her cheeks flushed in that delicate way fans know too well. She wasn't acting. Not this time. Social media erupted instantly. On Weibo, hashtags like Yang Yang called Dilraba wife shot to the top within minutes, garnering millions of comments. On TikTok, edits of the moment were replayed in slow motion, set to romantic OSTs, each frame analyzed like a piece of hidden treasure. International fans flooded Twitter and Instagram, debating endlessly. Was it scripted, was it a joke, or had Yang Yang, in the most unexpected way, finally dropped his guard and this wasn't just a fandom meltdown? The Chinese and Korean entertainment industries, usually so careful with every word, couldn't ignore it. Media outlets rushed to report, dissect, and speculate. Some argued it was just fan service, a harmless tease. Others swore it was the beginning of something far greater, a public soft launch of a love story long kept in the shadows. But here's where it gets even more emotional. Yang Yang didn't backtrack. He didn't correct himself. He didn't laugh it off or clarify with a joke. He simply let the word linger as though it belonged there, as though he wanted the world to hear it. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes this moment so unforgettable. Because in that silence after his words, the possibility of love finally felt real. But this moment didn't just spark joy, it reopened a history. Because to truly understand why fans are losing their minds, we need to revisit the journey that led to this one extraordinary word. Their story began long before this single word. Yang Yang and Dilraba first captured the hearts of millions in You Are My Glory, a drama that blurred the line between fiction and reality. The way he looked at her on screen, the way she smiled back, it wasn't just acting. Fans swore they saw something genuine, something unscripted. Behind the scenes, their chemistry was undeniable. Interviews revealed small moments, the kind where Yang Yang's protective instincts would slip through, or where Dilraba's laughter felt a little too soft, too intimate. Netizens noticed the way Yang Yang's eyes would soften when he looked at her, or how Dilraba seemed more relaxed in his presence than with anyone else. Still, both stars remained cautious. In an industry where every word is weighed, where rumors can break careers, Yang Yang and Dilraba played it safe. They never addressed the endless shipping. They never confirmed, never denied. They let their fans create stories while they focused on their craft. But silence can be louder than words. Each time they appeared together, each accidental touch, each shared laugh, each look that lingered just a beat too long, it only fueled the fire. And over the years, the line between characters in love and two souls drawn to each other blurred beyond recognition. So when Yang Yang called her wife, it wasn't just an isolated moment. It was the culmination of years of tension, of hope, of dreams nurtured by millions of fans who wanted to believe that what they saw on screen was real. And the beauty of it wasn't just fans projecting. Even fellow actors, interviewers, and staff had hinted at the closeness between the two. Small comments, offhand jokes, teasing remarks, it was as if everyone saw something that only Yang Yang and Dilraba tried to keep hidden. The emotional weight of that single word lies not in its sound, but in its history. Because it wasn't just a title, it was an acknowledgement. A whisper of a truth long buried under professionalism and silence. But if Yang Yang's lip ignited joy, it also unleashed something else, a storm of questions. What does this mean for their future, and more importantly, is the industry ready to accept it? In the world of Asian entertainment, love is not just personal, it's political. Idols and actors are expected to remain untouchable, symbols of fantasy rather than reality. Relationships are often hidden, sometimes even denied outright, for fear of backlash. So when Yang Yang called Dilraba wife, he wasn't just teasing, he was challenging an entire system. Fans are divided. Some are ecstatic, celebrating the possibility of a real romance finally breaking free. Others worry, will this affect their careers? Will management intervene? Will they be forced to clarify, to retract, to erase this moment from the record? The truth is, both Yang Yang and Dilraba have reached heights in their careers where they no longer need to play by the same rules. They are household names, beloved across China, Korea, and beyond. They've proven their talent, secured their legacies. And maybe, just maybe, this is why Yang Yang felt brave enough to let the word slip. Because love, real love, can no longer be hidden forever. Imagine the weight